As the country struggles to rid itself of the pandemic, many people are left wondering, why are stocks doing so well?
Moses Altsech from the UW-Madison School of Business joins us now to talk about that and other issues. Hi, Moses.
Hi, Moses.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh, how are you?
We're great.
We're well. Appreciate you joining us today.
It's my pleasure.
So what is going on with the stock market?
Well, I know it may come as a surprise. In fact, it's a little surprising, to me on the surface as well, in the sense that I expected this rebound to come a little bit later. But, the truth is the economy is actually doing better than we might have expected. To a large extent, that's thanks to the stimulus money that really made a difference for a lot of businesses. Wonderful things happen when Republicans and Democrats work together. So that really helps. And even though some industries and some folks have been hit really hard, lost their jobs, and are really struggling, if you kept your job and are working from home, chances are you're saving an awful lot of money on childcare, on eating out, on your summer vacation, and people have some disposable income, so consumer spending has actually, gone up, a lot. Take into account that tech stocks, and boy, is that going gangbusters. They account for a large portion of these indices, and all of that is really contributing to the, to the stock market, being pretty high.
Can this continue, or is there a bubble going to burst?
Well, that really depends. The stock market doesn't just consider where we are today. It considers what the expectations may be for 6 to 12 months out. So we're pretty optimistic about a vaccine. We're pretty optimistic about a cure or medicine for the coronavirus and the recovery schedule. And it's possible that if that timetable is overly optimistic, or if, as some people expect, the fall to be a little rougher as people venture out, schools reopen and whatnot, and infections climb again, it's possible for the stock market to retract again. So this is not necessarily permanent. It really depends on how the recovery goes in the fall.
Is this a good time for the average investor to get into the market?
Well, I don't know, but we had a golden opportunity when the market tanked earlier this year, right? I think that in the long run, the stock market is a pretty safe bet. And the funny thing is, we tend to think of Wall Street versus Main Street, and we think of a big divide there. But the truth is that the average person is already invested in the stock market. My 401k plan and yours is invested in the stock market, and a lot of endowments for the arts and museums and universities. And, a lot of cultural institutions. A lot of things that we care about that are part of the fabric of our community and our personal retirement savings are in fact invested in the stock market. So everybody should be happy when the stock market is going up. It's not just a few very wealthy people who benefit, it's all of us.
Speaking of going back to school, you are starting in classes, in in-person classes next week. What precautions are you taking?
Yeah, in fact, I'm excited about that. I tell you, I have about 40 students per class. We've been moved to a classroom that holds 450. I mean, talk about social distancing. Masks are required. Anybody shows up without a mask, they're out of there. And I'm going to enforce it, and I hope everybody does. There's going to be hand sanitizer. There's going to be face shields. I think the university is doing it responsibly, and it's offering options for students who may be reluctant to do this, to take classes that are fully online or in a hybrid format. So I think the university has worked really hard to combine offering the best experience for the students, but also to mind the long-term sustainability of our great university. And I think both of those really benefit everyone involved. We can't control everyone's behavior outside of class, of course, and I hope people are responsible. I think the students are dying to get back into class, and they can't wait, and they miss it. If they behave responsibly outside of class, we're gonna make it through the semester. And if not, the chancellor said she's ready to shut it down if it becomes necessary. And I think the university has done everything possible to do it safe.
Oh, that's reassuring to hear.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yes.
All right, Moses, thank you for your time. We'll see you soon.
Great to see you. See you again soon.
It's my pleasure. Take care.